Emily, well, I know there are occasions when you aren't recognised.
No, I mean, I think people sometimes think they went to school with me or that, you know, something like that. But I also, I don't know, I feel like some people know you straight away and then other people say, oh, that's the girl from so-and-so. And then I had this kid come up to me and say, she was really cute, she was about 6, and she went, are you the girl from the Gilmore Girls? And I said, no, I'm not. And she went, Are you the girl from the Bridge to Terabithia? And I said, no, I'm not. And she went, oh. And then she just walked away, and I heard myself scream at her, but I was in The Devil Wears Prada! And she turned, and I think her father looked a bit shocked that I just shouted at his child. And she looked at me and she went, I haven't seen that movie. I was like, how embarrassing. Yeah. It's so stupid.
You take back, you reclaim the fanny pack, or what we'd call a bum bag.
Bum bag, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Well, it started with this picture. I have an infamous picture of me in my 20s, and I was just owning this look. I had a turtleneck, I had mom jeans on, I was wearing a fanny
I think
pack.
we've got the picture here.
Oh, no.
There you are. It's a strong look.
It's something.
It's a strong look.
And this was you being serious, yeah?
No, oh, yes, yeah. I think I'm cool. Yeah. This is full on. Yeah.
And are you aware that this has now become a sort of fancy dress outfit? Like, people do this.
They do this, yeah, as a joke. Yes,
like,
it's
so
crazy.
Seth Rogen was on the show,
yeah,
and he showed us his version. Here's Seth Rogen as it.
That's my guy.
Then there's just a random man, but very good eye for detail. See, he's got the tissue under the elbow, which you have here.
Because let me just give the audience context as to what that is. What I had my arm on was very dirty. So I thought, I need a tissue, please, to protect the turtleneck. Yeah, that's it.
You must have a beautiful home. And it's not just adults, no, young fans are attracted to it as well.
I mean, yes.
And again with the tissue, I love the Rolex.
The tissue, yes.
Yeah. And actually, some other people have done it as well. Yeah, check this out.
Yes, look good. Look at that. I want to party. Got to party with those guys.
You're fluent in the French as well, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I thought you were fluent in French.
No, I'm not fluent. I mean, I did it at school. I did A-level French, but I'd since gone out the window. But I get really nervous speaking French, and I actually used to have a stutter when I was a kid, and it's still the way that I still stutter when I have to speak French.
It comes out when you
it comes out when I try to speak French. Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah. All right, well, let's not...
I've seen the King's Speech.
Very authentic portrayal.
Yeah.
That was me.
Very brilliant.
I was Colin Firth.
But in French.
But in French, yeah. We went to Paris for New Year once, and you know, my now husband and our 2 friends were like, go on and find us a taxi, because we need to get to this place. I said, oh, God, please don't make me, please don't make me. And I hadn't had the guts to tell them, actually. I do still stutter. And they were like, go on, please. And so I went to the guy at the front desk. I was like, I could say everything apart from the word taxi, apparently. So I went, est-ce que je peux avoir une... And he went, taxi? And I went, yes! And he went, taxi. He's some in English, some in French. That's it. That was the last time.
Shot in Hawaii, all the jungles in Hawaii, which you loved. Were you born in Hawaii?
I wasn't born in Hawaii. I was born
there.
in San Francisco, but I did a lot of my growing up there.
Yeah.
So yes, it was amazing.
There.
I don't know. I don't think. No.
You told me.
I did. No, I told you.
I swore you said.
I've known you for years. I've always said I was.
But
born
when we
in
were
San
there, you gave me a big speech like, "This is my land." I started. I swore you told me.
Yeah, but don't share that with them.
Now all of a sudden, San Fran. That was San Fran. Then I transferred. When we were there, you gave me a very spiritual speech about how it all started. How your mother held you over this cliff. Big speech. This is the cliff where I was born, and my mother gave me.
This is the problem, yes. Try to be respectful. Hawaii was beautiful. Beautiful, you know, mountainside and lushness. And we shot in this beautiful place called Kualoa Ranch where Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park was shot, and the ones after that as well. And it was just amazing.
But you didn't like it, Kevin.
He hated it. No, this is the problem.
I didn't like it at all. I mean, outside of the spiritual grounds that you took me to, and I swore, you even sung a song. You were like, I remember. I specific. We'll talk about it later.
Well, how the song go?
The song. You were like, Kuna Matana.
Yeah, that sounds like an original.
I didn't like the jungle. I mean, look, I was very happy at the opportunity, you know, to get to work with Jack and Dwayne, you know, was amazing. But I'm not an outdoors guy, so insects, bugs are an enemy to me. And there was we had a fair share of spiders and centipedes, and he took full advantage of it. But he plays too much. And there's a level of cruel. I don't know if you guys endorse bullying, but I don't. I think it's hurtful. And Dwayne does, you know, so you
really do.
He did a lot of mean things. A lot of mean things with spiders.
Jessica don't. It's okay.
No, but Jessica, you just came back from safari, didn't you?
Yes, I spent 2 weeks in South Africa.
Wow. Was it?
Wow. It was scary because the spiders were as big as my hand.
Yeah.
And, it was my honeymoon, so I went thinking it was going to be so romantic and we'll be at nature. And then we got to this tent on the ground, and I went to open my bag, and there was...
Finish.
No. There was a spider the size of a Cadillac, just like...
Oh, my God.
And I went to bed that night, because also it was June, so it was winter.
You went to bed?
I was wearing a hat and a face mask, and like my entire body was
That's
covered.
how white people die. Right there. You went to bed?
I know.
No, you gotta stay up. You gotta stay up until you see that spider leave. Oh, my God.
Now, this is unusual, ladies and gentlemen. We don't often have this. On the couch tonight, a celebrity couple. Yes. Who is it? I know.
We wanted to make an
It sparks flew backstage. It's incredible. And it was John and Emily. Not just a couple, I'm married. And now, are you like Brangelina or, Bennifer or
Well, we were
Jedward?
sort of... No, our name is Crunt, we've decided.
I see how you got there. I'm not sure why.
It was Bluntinsky.
Yeah.
It just seemed long and long-winded, so Crunt felt efficient and sort of...
Do you use Crunt a lot?
Every restaurant.
Is that your
Table on the
booking?
back available for Crunt. Yeah.
We sometimes send out Christmas cards like, Christmas with the Crunts, come and have a drink.
That's going to go wrong, really.
That's why I like it, just living on the edge.
It's one of those things, like, you can't hide. Wherever you go, you are the doctor.
Like
Well,
the fame.
it's okay because these guys didn't know what Doctor Who was. I was really safe in their company.
Yeah, you could hide backstage.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, particularly in Britain. But weirdly, the show, you can't predict a demographic. It's all over the world, and so there isn't that thing where you go, oh, okay, so I'm walking around this place, I don't need my hat, and then the oddest kind of moment will happen, and you go, oh, maybe they recognise me. But if you're me, you have a slight narcissism where you think everyone's recognising you. And that's such an embarrassing thing happened to me yesterday on the tube. So I've obviously got, anyway, right, basically what happened was, so I stood on Oxford Tube platform.
Yeah.
And I've always got, like a glass keep cup, rather than going to a coffee shop and getting a new cup, I carry a glass one that I then wash and re-get my latte. Yeah. And so I got my empty cup, and I was just stood down and stuff, and an elderly gentleman was walking towards me on the platform. And I was just like, oh, God, I just want to get on the tube. I hate getting recognised. And he started to walk towards me, but then he had his arm out, and his arm came into my space. And on the tube, on the platform, it's crowded, and it's a bit... I don't know, I just got the kind of like, oh, what are you doing? A bit aggressive, unnecessarily. And actually, what he was doing was he went, oh, sorry, I thought you wanted money. And he was trying... And he was going to 10p in the keep cup.
That is the greatest story.
I know, but I was like, yeah. Oh, God, oh, man. And I got on the tube and I just, like, sat there. And I was like, someone make eye contact so I can tell this story. I was, like, waiting for someone. And I was like, I've got a really good story.
Because, Dwayne, presumably, you can't hide. You can't put a hat on. You can't put a hat on that. I mean, but yet, I mean, I've seen you in a gym, like a public gym. So do you just get bothered all the time?
All the time. Yes.
But how do you work out?
Anonymity's gone out the window.
But how do you work out in the gym if people are constantly coming up to you?
Just be nice, say hello, get them moving.
Get them moving. Lift them.
But fame is a funny thing, right? So that story for you, well, that will be like the constant anchoring reminder, right? Of like how cool fame is, but also never like...
I don't have the stress you have, though, because I think the thing is, if you are 5'6" and you've got a hat on and you're dressed like most of the time a teenage boy in a baseball cap. It's headphones on, head down. I catch the bus and the subway every single day because I'm not in anyone's eye line like that. But I imagine there is something about if you can't.
You're 7 feet tall.
Taller.
So yeah.
But Kevin's had weird. You've had weird fan characters.
Well, what happens if you're 3'2"? Like, how does that? How do you do?
What are you talking about?
So rude.
Wait, no. How do you deal with that?
5'2", you know that.
Hey, look at everybody.
5'2".
I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. So
I don't think. Well, first, there's two. We're skipping around some points here. First thing, she's saying she's dressed like a teenage boy. For somebody to put money in your cup, it's got to be a lot worse than that. Just be honest. Okay?
Put it in, the lid was on.
There's something within your parents said, I need to help this person. Make sure they eat today. Something happened. For me, I mean, it's bad. And because I'm a big deal. It's just.
You get the guy followed. Was it in a restaurant where he followed you?
Oh my God! I had a guy actually follow me into the bathroom. This is a true story. I'm in the stall. You know, I gotta go. And you know, the guy while I'm in the bathroom, he's like, Kevin, can I get a picture? And I'm like, you know, because I'm obviously a very big guy. I stand up for myself immediately. I say, hey, not in here. You wait until I'm done. Okay? So you go outside. I take it with you when I get outside. And I go in the stall and close the door. And, you know, you would expect whoever that was to have left. They're gone. And I do what I got to do. And it was one of those situations where I had to be in there for a while. And I'm in there. And, you know, literally, you know, when you get comfortable, you start to take your time. And I'm on my phone. I'm scrolling. It's a comfortable environment.
It's what you do at the mall.
I get done and I get out the stall and close the door. No. He's right there. He's like, man, you were in there for a while. He's like, can we get the picture? And I was like, I meant outside the bathroom, man. Out the bathroom. I'm not taking a picture with you in the bathroom. But the fact that he stood there, very nicely the whole time, it made me feel obligated. And I was like, hey, just come on, selfie, real quick. I was like, don't tell nobody you saw me in here this long.
He's been friends with Jason Statham ever since.
But talking to people that you've worked with, you are known as this kind of the positive force on set. You know, we can do this. The kind of we can do this. Is it true that Emily Blunt did break your spirit?
It was a particularly hard day, I will say.
No.
It was a very hard day.
We were in the drop ship. No, she did break my spirit. But there was that moment when I went...
Basically, we're in this drop ship set. I don't know if you've seen the trailer. We're being dropped out of this ship in our exosuits, and it was a tiny set. They'd made the set really small. It was kind of like as big as a sardine can, and we're all in there. It's so hot in there. There's no air in there. Camera crew are, bumping into us, and we're hanging in the exosuits in harnesses, so, the entire weight of you and your suit is, on your groin, and, people are miserable. People are just, hanging like this, just waiting for them to take action. And Tom, that insatiable positivity, I can just see it just starting to unravel. He was pouring with sweat. I remember looking at him and he was like, guys, please roll. Please roll. And I just looked at him and I just went, just like that. And he looked at me and he goes, it's a challenge.
I thought, because you know what? If I start complaining, it's on. If I start going down, it's on.
Yeah, and I went, Tom, it sucks. And he went, okay, fine. I got an okay, fine, that was it.
Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's get the shot.
But now, you might think this is a stupid observation, but honestly, this crossed my mind when I was watching the film, okay? So when you watch a film, there are lots of tall characters.
Yeah.
So, like, there's the polar bear that we saw in the thing.
Yeah.
Then there's the snow monsters, and then there's Santa's brother, who's tall.
Krampus.
And what I noticed was, because in most films, I imagine, you do a lot of looking down because you're bigger than most people.
Yes.
In this, you had to do a lot of acting looking up.
Yes.
Well, I mean, did you notice that while you were doing it? You're thinking, this is odd that I'm having to look up so much.
Yeah, I noticed, this is what Kevin Hart's life is like. I had to... You knew. Catching strays. It was like, good. There he is. There he is. Oh, Kevin, go fuck off. Kevin. I love Kevin, though. As a matter of fact, we just text Kevin today. So Lucy...
He tried to FaceTime Kevin.
We were doing a junket press interview, and I've come to find out that she is such a big fan of Kevin.
Huge fan. I mean, I love comedy. Yeah. I love people that are funny. I think they're innately funny, and I just have such a crush on him. And Jack Black. I mean, these are people that are like, because funny is what gets my heart.
Okay.
And then he tried to FaceTime him.
I tried to FaceTime
and embarrass me. Luckily, it was the time difference was great.
In your favour.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, now, I suppose, there'll be a whole new generation of kids who fall in love with this Mary Poppins. And so, Emily, your kids, how are they with it?
Well, I think, I mean, my youngest, my 2-year-old, has a sort of attention span of a fly, so she watches the trailer. But Hazel, who's almost 5, has seen it and just absolutely loved it and sort of wants to talk about it all the time now. And yeah, it's just really weird.
If you're
it's
5,
really
your
strange.
mother's Mary Poppins.
No, but I don't think I think she just thinks it's normal. She's like, well, this is what Sonny's mummy does, and this is what my mummy does. It's just sort of like quite conversational for her.
Is it going to help or hinder discipline at home?
Oh, hinder?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because she already knows I can't fly. She's like, well, she's fake. But she did ask me to do the voice the other day, just out of nowhere, because she was quite sort of impassive watching the film, just sort of didn't reveal much of what she felt. And then the other day she goes, she's American, of course, sounds American, but she goes, do your Mary Poppins voice. And I go, spit spot, and off we go. And she goes, oh. And it was just so sweet. And they quite like impersonating me in the bathtub, where I say to the dolphin, no, not yet. And now the two of them go, no, not yet. Like,
But in all those action sequences, are you one of those guys, do you do all your own stunts, or...
I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to do a good amount of stunts because stunts are fun and, they're cool. But more so, it's not really a ego thing. It's more so the audience knows I would rather tie myself into all the action so they're able to see, yes.
But no, I'm just thinking, in a stunt scene, the stuntman is having a fight with you. If you hit him, you could kill him. The stuntman would be just like, this isn't fair.
And if I miss, then the wind behind the punch will give him pneumonia, you'll die. He'll die
Good, fight and talk, fight and talk.
Right. It's a good line, right?
Yeah.
Like in a bar, there was one, when I first started, for example, I did The Scorpion King, and it was my very first movie, and I had this big action sequence, and I wound up hitting a stuntman and kind of clocking him super hard. He was a little older. He went down, and I felt so bad.
Not as bad as he did.
Yes, he did. Thank God. But when you catch somebody, like with a point, it doesn't feel good. So I bought him a Rolex watch, and he was... but that's how bad I felt. I felt super bad because, these guys are the backbone of our business. So I did buy him a Rolex watch.
But once that story gets out, did then stunt people just start throwing themselves at your face?
You're right, by the way. That's exactly what happened. So this story starts getting out, and there's a couple, you'll get in these action sequences, and maybe guys will lean to get hit.
Because
But, if we got into a fight, would that be worth it to you?
No.
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 One punch for
No, I
Rolex.
can tell the time right now. That's fine. So, if you can't do it, how do they get... Because you are so physically kind of unique looking. How do they get stunt people...
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. She's going, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
Now she's crying. How do they get, like, a stunt guy to look like you?
I've got a great stunt double who's actually my cousin, and we look like twins.
You do look like twins. Like, that's...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of think, why don't I be a movie star then?
By the way, I got the smile there. That's the smile like, yeah, I'm the star of the movie. And then he's the smile like, yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked there.
And you filmed it in Ireland, in the wilds of County Mayo. So the excitement must have been off the scale.
They were so lovely, weren't they? The locals
amazing,
were, like,
yeah.
so stoked. That...
Well, they put up these signs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So,
It was so nice.
That looks like an ice cream truck.
But there were, like, 3 of them as we were driving to work. They knew where our kind of unit base was, and there were, like, 3 different versions of these posters. They were so cool.
and you were out and about. You did the traditional pouring the pint of Guinness.
Well, we were shooting at this pub, and they asked me to pour a pint of Guinness, and I thought, this is going to be amazing, and I'm going to crush it. Didn't at all. So there was a crowd of people who were actually in the pub. I think our movie was very tiny, so there was no sort of locking down of sets. We were just there, you know, and people were there.
Free for all.
Free for all. And so there was a crowd of people watching me pour the pint who were very uproarious at first, and they were just, like, cheering, and then as the pint just turned into a pint of foam, it just kind of dwindled to nothing.
I think we've got a picture of the pint. Yeah.
Foam! I mean,
Sorry, that is sacrilege. And also, there's a great... I'm going to big up... There's an Instagram account called Shit London Guinness. I don't know, some legend. I think he's from Cork or something, and he basically people send him in these awful pints, notoriously terrible Guinness here in London, and you know, it's like no head at all, loads of head. Like sometimes a Guinness, a pint of Guinness in a Heineken glass, like sacrilege, dreadful.
Sacrilege.
But that would be straight on there, yeah.
It could be a celebrity special.
I wasn't there to oversee that. That's terrible.
It was really bad. Even Christopher Walken was like, that's bad.
But how do you get that so wrong?
Well, I thought I was doing all right, and I think it's the angle of
Yes,
it.
I think it's the angle. And maybe too much gas in the pipe.
Too much gas in the pipe, just like Jamie Dornan.
Boom.
Guys, that was rehearsed.
That was rehearsed.
Good, it worked, right?
It
was
worked
funny. It
great.
was funny. Yeah,
It
it was
worked
funny.
great.
That was funny. I don't have time to look at his Instagram. I don't know how you've time to do everything you do on the Instagram. But you post pictures of the time you get up, which is great. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You get
Yes, I used to do that. So for the past couple of years, I would get up at like 3:45 and I get all my work in, and then we'll go to set because we got to be on set very, very early hours. And then I started taking a picture of it and say, hey, I'm getting up now, I'm getting ready to do this, whatever, blah blah blah. And then it wound up becoming this thing, like a popular thing, you know. So there's a lot of fans who found a lot of inspiration out of that. Oh, great! I don't want to wake up when you wake up, but I do want to wake up early.
But people can wake up with you.
Well, I was just going to say, and then that morphed into an idea that we had, and we created an app, and the app is called the Rock Clock.
Yeah, Rock Clock.
Yes, Rock Clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Careful how you say it. But
say that fast.
Yeah.
What's Rock Clock? It's when you get up, do your stuff, get your homework done, do your anchoring.
Yeah, so basically we created this app. It's called the Rock Clock, and you can put in your goals, and it will help you achieve your goals. You can put in the time you wake up, and then it has a little special feature that allows you to wake up with me.
I love that. I'm disciplined. I get all my stuff done early on.
In the morning, right?
I work out, I play piano, I do my piano
Well,
stuff.
I downloaded it, and last night, this is true, last night I set my rock clock. And this morning, could I turn that thing off? No.
Oh, well, that's the thing, by the way. So one of the cool things is it doesn't have a snooze button.
No, it doesn't.
You can't snooze. You have to get up.
I was just like, shut up! So this is it. So go on here, and there are all these different alarms.
Yeah.
So, there's this is what I had. So I woke up this morning, I could not turn this off.
Oh, this is the good one.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. I can do this all morning. Beep, beep,
And he was. It went on for so long.
Yes, it just continues. A good one is Good Morning Sunshine.
Well, that's you singing.
Yes, this is a good one. Good morning, sunshine. Yeah, that's what the rock just said. Open your eyes up. Get your candy.
That's my favorite. I get up to that.
And then the other cool feature is it allows me to shoot videos, and they'll get downloaded to your phone immediately. So when you wake up at 4, 5, or 6, or 7 in the morning, you have a video message from me.
Okay,
We should absolutely do one right now. And I think if you guys want to do one with me, I'll do this, and then I'll turn it to you guys, and you guys can wake up millions of people. Cool. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. All right, what's up, everybody? Rock Clock users, here with Jeff, here with Liam. You want to say good morning?
Beep, beep. Good morning, sunshine.
And there's Graham Norton.
Hey, hello.
And so here's the best part about it all, everybody. Here's the audience. Nice. All right. Wake up, Rock Clock.
Excellent. Well done, you. Well done, audience. Very good. Excellent. Turn that off. So, John, you got to spend time here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, is it correct? Do we need to apologise? Were we not that welcoming to you?
No. No, most people are so welcoming.
But
customs agents, not so much. I'm sure customs is a pain for everybody, right? It's a little bit of like, I got somewhere to be. No, you guys love it? Perfect.
They live here. It's quite easy to get in.
Yeah.
You just walk through.
Yeah. I'm in the line of 1800 waiting. No, I went up to, when she was shooting, I was shooting something in Montreal, so I flew back to see the kids and my wife. I remember going through customs, everything was fine, and then 1 week, just got unlucky, and there was a guy about my age, seemed a bit grumpy, and he said, let me see, and he said, yeah, he said, you an actor? And I said, yeah. He goes, what do I know you from? And I said, I don't know if you'd know. I mean, we did the American version of your British Office. Strike one. Oh. I love that show. The UK version. I was like, I get it. And then he said, who are you visiting? I said, my wife. And he said, is she an actress? And I said, yeah. He said, would I know her? I said, I don't know. And he said, what's her name? And I said, Emily Blunt, as he was writing something. And he went, you? You. I went, yeah, and he goes, all right, get out of here. And like stamped my passport with a fury.
John, also, I did encourage him that he would be welcome more if he stopped wearing a baseball cap, because I just said, you look so American. Nobody wears baseball caps.
Oh, that makes it better. You look so American. Take off the baseball
No, I
cap.
just wanted you to blend in a bit.
That's just called prejudice, is what it is.
But he went out and bought himself a tweed flat cap. No, he looked awesome.
Was that good?
No, he looked like something out of a Guy Ritchie film. You look great. And he walked down the street, and it was like the sun came out, because suddenly a guy turned to him and he went, all right?
What does that say about your country? That it's like, well, if you lose the baseball hat, get
just
a flat
wear
cap.
tweed. That's what it says. That's what you need.
It's that simple, then.
And was it nice? Because presumably having your children spending time here was
Yes,
quite nice.
yes.
Because are they American children?
You said it kind of sneeringly. Like
Oh, don't.
Yeah, this is getting weirder.
Yeah. Put your cap on, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You like dry heaved. You were like, are they American?
Have you given birth to?
Oh, God.
It's worse.
Baseball hat.
It's worse than the film. And then an American came out of her.
I mean, they are semi-American. They did become quite... well, my oldest daughter became quite British-sounding over the course of the year that I was here for Mary Poppins. And she was sort of saying things like bath and water. And now she's back to water.
And we've got that picture of him. Now, is this him as a wrestler? Is that his kind of like his stage gear, or is that him in Samoa?
That's him as a pro wrestler, but wearing his high chief gear.
And is it true that in Moana, that your character was based on him?
Sure, correct. So a lot of the details of that character, Maui, was based off of my grandfather with the long hair and very big build and tattoos. And in Polynesian culture and Samoan culture, to become a high chief, you have tattoos 360 degrees from your knees all the way up to the bottom of your chest. Everything. Wow. And it's hardcore, and they do it with a tap.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, everything? No, not everything.
Well,
that's what I heard. I heard everything.
Yes.
Working around.
Well, the cash and prizes is lifted, and then you...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But because you've been in that film now, do you get sort of children wanting you to kind of delight them as Maui?
All the time. All the time. Like, it's constant. It's always constant. Oh, you sing the song, sing your song, sing your song. And I do it, and then they cheer, and then I go, say, okay, well, have a good day, and then sing again. Constant, yes.
He has a great voice, though.
Oh, thank you.
You should sing for them.
Tell us the last day.
I can't. I don't know if I don't.
That looked like a man who wants to.
I don't know. All right, let's see.
What's the music?
We'll just go right into the rap part, and this is what the kids love. So it's all right, listen, kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel and I buried its guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What does it take away? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is a map of the victories I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Look at that me, mini Maui just tick-a-tick-tapping. Oh! Thank you.
That's so impressive.
Thank you.
Now, I have to say, there's a lot of getting wet in this film. We saw you. Even the poster is the two of you getting absolutely drenched.
Yeah.
Now, who was that worse for? You.
Oh.
He thinks probably me.
Listen, there's a big sort of climactic scene at the end with a big rain machine. It rains a lot in the west of Ireland, as you know, anyway. But we had very dramatic rain for this final set piece, and it was a rain machine. I don't know what was going on, but the wind, like, I just got off scot-free, essentially, and the rain was just sideways, like lashing straight into Emily's face. It was like all the energy for the math was just going at her face, and it was like sore and hard
Very
rain.
painful, yeah.
And I was sort of just getting it in the sort of back of my hair.
I'm just glad they didn't come that close. You know, it's quite wide, the whole scene, because I think if they come close, I'd be like that. You're like, oh, so intense.
Terrible.
But it looks quite romantic in the poster.
Yes.
And then we see a picture of the two of you just afterwards.
Yeah.
So romantic. I mean, we were frozen literally with fear. Look at our faces.
We had eaten...
How many Mars bars, by the way?
The amount of confectionery we took on... We took like 7 packets of Haribo, 54 chocolates at that stage. So our blood sugar, we were absolutely
Now, I have to say, talking of crowds cheering, the rumours are Dwayne Johnson, President 2020. That's what we heard. That's what we heard.
Too loud.
Yes, it's
just a rumor. Don't clap too loud.
Here's the problem, right? And which has been, it's been very flattering, right? That there's been this really interesting uptick in public opinion wanting that to happen. But the problem is this guy to my right will completely sabotage the campaign.
100%.
24.
100%.
Yes, so that's the problem.
I'm the guy that will
literally
take it down.
sabotage from the inside.
Yes. I would take you down. I don't want it to happen just because it would make you that much better than me, and I just don't want it to happen.
I'll take you over what we got right now, I'll tell you that.
No, because Jessica, you'd be a cheerleader for Dwayne, wouldn't you? Yes.
Absolutely. Have you seen his Instagram?
Yes, I have.
Yes, he's so nice, and he's always showing gratitude.
Thank you.
Really, like,
it's
Graham, I'd be prepared to donate to the campaign.
Thank you so much.
You got that, yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.
That is lovely. That is lovely. Emily Mortimer.
Yes.
In this film, you face two of your biggest fears, but at the same time.
Yes. It was hell, singing.
Oh, singing, yeah.
Which I'm preternaturally scared of and terrible at.
No,
and
you're not
also,
terrible at
Well,
it.
Rob Marshall helped me through my phobias of both, but I had to sing. I'm also very, very, very scared of heights. And I had to be suspended from a great height by a sort of small piece of rope off a crane above London while singing. And poor Lynn had to hold my hand for...
And they were very sweaty.
I became known as Mistress Clammy Hands. Oh, yeah, it's a really sexy nickname.
Did you think you were going to die? Because I had a moment of thinking, if this is how I die, I would die dressed as Mary Poppins. That would be a really bad way to go, you know?
It really required a lot of acting, pretending to be overcome with joy at that moment.
And then, Ben, now, very challenging. A lot of your scenes are with the children. You play the dad of three small children. And is it the smallest one had a kind of truth serum?
Well, I think they all sort of did. But yes, Joel was the youngest actor. And he did sort of pull faces if he didn't sort of believe what you were doing.
No, he was amazing.
Joel, but you had run-ins with Joel as well.
Well, Joel was just, he was
I think
just
we've got a picture
wild.
of Joel. I think we've got a picture of Joel.
No, but look at, I mean, look at
that's Joel there.
That was pretty much Joel all day, every day, and
was it just one? They didn't have twins the way they said.
No, it was just Joel, and two would have been too much actually. But there was like Joel wrangling that would go on. You just hear 10 voices from every corner of the set going, Joel, focus, Joel, please, Joel, stop it now, Joel, focus, Joel, we
There
are
was
shooting.
a scene where they're holding cotton candy floss, and he wasn't supposed to eat it between takes. But how do you tell an 8-year-old boy not to eat candy floss?
Yeah.
So he ate it every take. And then if you watch the scene, I think he's actually not in his right mind. He is, like, so high on sugar. And he's literally going like... It's incredible.
And what was the thing he would try to make you laugh?
Well, Joel would say to me, as I was sort of preparing for a very fast-paced Mary Poppins monologue, and it was just for a second, I just needed to focus, just for a second. And they'd be like, rolling, rolling, and you'd hear Joel go, Emily, what do you get if you put the letter B in front of the word oobs? And I was like... it would just be that moment of... You know, and you didn't want to, but, you know, and then they'd be like, an action, you know.